Hi, it's Friday and we get to finish our map today. Oh, I'm so excited. Now we're going to go straight into it today. We're going to say the map as far as we've got to with our new character, and then we're going to look at our final part, change our character, and then say the whole story the whole way through, which has now become our own because of all those tweaks that we've done along the way. Oh, I can't wait to see you recording it. Right, so let's have a go. Are you ready? Lost and found. Once upon a time, there was a boy who found a chicken stood at his door. The chicken looked sad. The boy thought he must be lost. Where does he come from? The next day, the boy discovered that chickens come from the South Pole. The boy ran to the harbour, but all the ships were busy. So together, the boy and the chicken found a rowing boat. They packed everything they needed for their journey. Fortunately, the boy had a lot of stories to tell along the way. The chicken listened and looked happy. Eventually, they reached the South Pole. Unfortunately, the chicken looked sad again. The boy waved goodbye and he floated away. The boy thought, maybe the chicken isn't lost. Maybe the chicken is lonely. The boy turned the boat around and headed back to the South Pole. He searched and searched, but he could not find him. Oh, amazing! So now we've moved on to our final part of the map, and let's just re-jog our memories what this part of the map said, because I don't know if you're a bit like me, but because we've said this bit the least amount of times, it's not very ingrained in my head as much as the rest of the map is. So I had to re-jog my memory what this bit said. Let's have a go. Finally, he set off back to home. Luckily, he found the penguin in the water. The two friends set off back to home and they talked the whole way home. Oh, I had to really think then. So, looking at my map, how many pictures am I changing today? You're right, it's just the one picture. So find your post-it notes, rip it off to make the right size, have a go at drawing your character for the very last time, stick it on top, and then we can see what our map looks like. So here we go. Here's mine. My chicken is on top of my penguin. So let's have a go at saying this part all together with our new characters. Are you ready? Finally, he set off back to home. Luckily, he found the chicken in the water. The two friends went back home and they talked the whole way home. The end. Hooray! So, today's challenge, if you can, is to have a go at recording your new version and sending it to me on Dojos. Now, I know it's a very long map, so if for some reason you haven't quite got it all yet, that's absolutely fine because it is long and tricky. Just send me the section that you know and that you're really confident at telling me. So even if it's just the first part, that's fine. I would just love to be able to see you and hear you acting out your new story. And I know some of you find it takes quite a while on Dojo to upload a whole map, because it does take a few minutes to say, doesn't it? So again, if that's too long, I don't want to waste any of your time. So again, you can just send me a clip in if you would like to. But if you have got the time and you can download it, I would love to hear the whole map the whole way through if you can. I'm going to have a go now at saying my map the whole way through. And then I've got an extra challenge for you today, if you've got enough brain power to do it, because I know this is tricky. So let's have a go. I'm going to get those shoulders back. Oh, and I'm going to sit nice and tall and proud. And if you want to stand up, lots of you do when you say it, that's great. In fact, I love watching you say it, because quite a few of you do a little dance and jiggy about when you tell your stories, and it's really fun to watch. But I'll make sure I sit still so you can follow me if you want to. If you're saying chicken, say chicken with me, or you can say your character instead. We can do this. Are you ready? Lost and found. Once upon a time, there was a boy who found a chicken stood at his door. The chicken looked sad. The boy thought he must be lost. Where does he come from? The next day, the boy discovered that chickens come from the South Pole. The boy ran to the harbour, but all the ships were busy. So together, the boy and the chicken found a rowing boat. They packed everything they needed for their journey. Fortunately, the boy had a lot of stories to tell along the way. The penguin listened and looked happy. Eventually, they reached the South Pole. Unfortunately, the chicken looked sad again. The boy waved goodbye and he floated away. The boy thought, maybe the chicken isn't lost. Maybe the chicken is lonely. The boy turned the boat around and headed back to the South Pole. He searched and searched, but he could not find him. Finally, he set off back to home. Luckily, he found the chicken in the water. The two friends set back off to home and they talked the whole way home. The end. Hooray! So have a go today. You've changed all of your parts of your map now. Have a go saying it the whole way through if you can with your new character. Now, if you want an extra challenge today, it's not too much brain power, thankfully, but I wondered what the front cover of your new story would look like. So the front cover of this story is a picture of the boy and the penguin in a rowing boat. And I thought, well, that's not really true anymore because we've changed the penguin. So I wonder if you wanted to find a piece of paper and some pencil crayons, and can you now make your own front cover for your new story? It can still be called Lost and Found because it doesn't mention penguin, does it? And our chicken or whatever character you've thought of is still lost and then found. But I would like to know what your front cover would look like. So if you want to get creative today, have a go at making your very own front cover for your new story. I'll have a think for mine too, and I'll have a go at drawing it. Can't wait to see yours if you have a go at it. Thank you so much for joining me with our Lost and Found map. We've done it for a few weeks now. I think it's a month. So that's 4 weeks worth of work and you have done absolutely amazing at it. If you found it a bit tricky, don't worry. Don't worry at all, because our next book, we've only got it for 2 weeks before our half term, and our new book is called Dear Zoo. I'm sure lots of you have read Dear Zoo. It's a very simple book, which means our map, thankfully, is very simple as well. So hopefully, if you have found this one tricky, you will be able to find the next one a little bit easier to join in with. But as I said, thank you for all of your efforts, and the adults at home, they wouldn't have been able to do it without you. So thank you very, very, very much for all of your support. And I just can't wait now to see all of your versions coming through onto Dojos. Thank you very much. And I hope for the rest of the day you enjoy the activities and have a lovely, lovely weekend. Thank you for joining me. Bye.